Most people think attraction is all about the spotlight. The bold grin, the sharp wit, the effortless charm that turns heads. But real allure isn't flashy. It hums quietly through composed gaze, balanced vibe, and an authentic poise that's impossible to manufacture. In an era hooked on clamor and approval, quietude has emerged as the ultimate edge. Epictetus noted, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. When your core is anchored, others sense it long before you utter a sound. You don't have to impress, entertain, or convince. Your serenity already broadcasts resilience." Today, we'll explore Stoic practices that cultivate silent allure, not by seeking the gaze of others, but by earning quiet admiration without effort. So pause, center yourself, and recognize that in a chaotic realm, your tranquil aura is the most compelling force of all. The power of calm presence. You know that feeling when a person enters a space and subtly shifts the atmosphere. Not with volume or flair, but with an innate tranquility that commands notice. That's the essence of calm presence. It stems from inner discipline, not showmanship. In a culture obsessed with haste and response, serenity stands as defiance. While others hustle, scroll, and posture, the one who can pause, inhale, and witness exudes unbreakable might. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Stoics grasp that presence goes beyond the body, it's vibrational. When your feelings aren't swayed by every distraction, those around you pick up on it instinctively. You turn into the reliable anchor amid turmoil. Your poise signals, here's a soul who masters their own domain, without needing to rule the scene. Recall a time you encountered someone who let quiet linger comfortably, who didn't rush to defend, explain, or dominate. Their ease prompted you to unwind as well, didn't it? That's the ripple effect of tranquility. It resonates with people's deeper instincts. Folks yearn for that vibe, not fleeting excitement, but the reassurance of steadiness. Stoicism reveals that genuine power isn't boisterous. It's the skill to remain rooted while the world quakes. Serenity isn't passivity, it's authority. When you stride, do so mindfully. When you converse, articulate thoughtfully. When patience is challenged, hesitate before replying. That brief interval between trigger and action is where magnetism ignites, revealing command. Try this straightforward ritual. In moments of frenzy, a tense discussion, a heated exchange, a crowded gathering, whisper internally, halt. Inhale, witness. 3 anchors. Halt to carve out room, inhale to ground your form, witness to seize your focus. This mirrors how Stoics tamed their impulses, not by denial, but by comprehension before movement. Envision a slight or provocation. The group anticipates fury, yet you reply with grace. That restraint neutralizes far more than any retort. Your composure, or its absence, instructs. It declares your equilibrium isn't for sale. Authenticity like that emerges from routine, introspection, and consistent moderation. Seneca observed, true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. When impulses no longer dictate, liberation follows. And that liberation shines in your demeanor. Serenity forms your shield. You cease pursuing praise because harmony defines you. Cultivate calm presence routinely. Temper your motions. Communicate purposefully. Hold gazes without overpowering. Allow your quiet to articulate. Ultimately, allure isn't volume, it's essence. And when your essence is serene, rooted, and unwavering, others don't merely spot you, they resonate with you. Essence echo. Your tranquility resonates before your voice does. Speak less, mean more. Ever observed how certain individuals enter a dialogue uttering little, yet command full attention when they contribute? Their phrases carry gravity, refined by contemplation, resolve, and honesty. That's deliberate craft. In an age where voices clamor for notice, Stoics voice to convey insight. Many chatter to evade quiet, stuffing gaps because stillness stirs unease. It unveils vulnerability, yet a Stoic views silence as refinement, not void. By withholding haste in speech, you nurture ideas to ripen. You favor substance over quantity, resolve over whim. And that's what renders your expressions captivating. Seneca advised, speak in such a way that you say much in few words. Attentiveness isn't idle, it's potent. It unveils what others cherish, dread, and mask in their utterances. The deeper you absorb, the keener your perception grows. The scarcer your words, the greater their resonance when voiced. Culture prizes clamor, swift retorts, viral opinions, feigned assurance, but insight flourishes in the interlude. Influential figures, thinkers, and serene souls share restraint. They recognize quiet can be tactical. It fosters anticipation, and in anticipation, focus. When you express sparingly, listeners incline closer, detecting purpose in your delivery. Picture a debate where voices clash, vying for supremacy. Rather than amplifying the din, you absorb. You linger, you respire. When you articulate, your delivery is even, your intent lucid, and the dynamic transforms. That's composure's might, not elevated volume, but inherent credibility forged in restraint. Adopt this Stoic method. Prior to any reply, linger 3 beats. In those beats, query, must this be voiced? Must it be now? Must it be by me? Many exchanges fade there. You discern quiet as the wiser path. Epictetus urged, first learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. Envision embodying that, your utterances as mirrors of your ethos. Each phrase echoing reliability, not caprice. That's Allure's core, not witty quips, but genuineness tempered by control. Consider the scarcity of encountering a profound listener. One who grants understanding sans haste to counsel or overshadow. That aura draws souls because all crave genuine hearing. The Stoic comprehends. To magnetize truly, master quiet first. Allow others to surge, permit them to pursue spotlight. You decelerate, utter solely when words elevate, not occupy. Render each phrase precise. The more hushed you grow, the more your tone is sought. And upon speaking, ears attune, not for loudness, but for clarity. Essence echo. Quiet sparks intrigue, and intrigue sparks allure. Master non-reaction. Few things unveil your strength like opting against response. Anyone can escalate tone, show disdain, or counter when stirred. That demands no fortitude, but holding steady when agitation beckons, that's emotional command. In conflicts, the noisiest seldom triumphs, the unflinching one lingers in memory. Stoics termed this apatheia, not indifference, but lucidity. It implies perceiving events sans engulfment. Marcus Aurelius penned, choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. When offense strikes, harm lies not in phrases, but your lens on them. The Stoic interjects reason before that lens dominates. Amid trigger and reply, they erect rationale's barrier. Observe how contemporary life feeds on impulse. Platforms amplify indignation, headlines fuel rifts, all crave instantaneity, retort now, clash now, shield now. Yet such perpetual reactivity saps vitality and poise. Each rash response seeds your serenity. Each measured hold reclaims it. Non-reaction signals neither frailty nor inertia. It signals timing's wisdom. You don't combat blaze with blaze. You permit flames to fade in your poise's hush. Visualize workplace barbs or digital slights, the impulse to rebut surges. Instead, respire, retreat, allow hush to reverberate. Soon, the agitator diminishes, not from reprisal, but from your serenity highlighting their disorder. Embrace this Stoic approach, the day-long pause. Upon provocation, a note, remark, verdict, delay response a full cycle. If pertinent tomorrow, reply deliberately. If not, discard and advance. This ritual preserves bonds, paths, and inner calm. Seneca taught, delay is the greatest remedy for anger. Science concurs. Neural paths adapt via habit. Each pause over outburst reprograms toward resilience. You evolve less impulsive, more introspective. Others find solace near you, free from volatility. And solace, not thrill, underpins true allure. Envision road rage, a cutoff. Instinct craves outcry, yet you grin subtly, thinking, beyond my grasp. Or a veiled jab at supper. Rather than defend, sip calmly and inquire, what prompts that? Such pivot alters dynamics. You retain helm. They unmask. Non-reaction isn't denial, it's dominion. It affirms, I select what stirs me. That selection distinguishes mature composure from youthful tumult. As Epictetus noted, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. So hone it daily. When stirred, inwardly grin and muse, gratitude for the drill. Each annoyance invites composure's proof. Eventually, your serenity turns mythic. Attempts to unsettle cease, knowing you stand firm. Paradoxically, minimal response amplifies control, over self and perception. Essence echo. Non-reaction declares volumes. Eye contact without ego. A profound quiet outshines speech. It resides in gaze. Many wield eye contact to overpower or appease, staring for dominance or averting for ease. But Stoics gaze without agenda. Steady, serene, unyielding. Not spectacle, but reflection. Gazing sans ego means no conquest of focus, you're merely attuned. And attunement, beyond allure, grants others visibility. In dialogues, energy trades unseen. Wandering eyes betray unease. Intense stares convey command, but natural, gentle focus signals assurance sans hostility. Seneca wrote, the mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. This Stoic gaze stems from modest aim, comprehend, not vanquish. Recall someone who truly beheld you, not past or aside, but you. A shift occurred, yes. Authentic focus is scarce. Most here to counter, not bond. They glance sans sight. Stoics invert. They heed via vision. They examine sans bias. Such subtle concentration captivates, conveying security and profundity. Mastering gaze masters vibe. Eyes cease pleading endorsement. They echo mindfulness. In performative noise, this contact disarms. It conveys, I'm anchored, grounded, unproving. That aura renders you indelible, not for perfect words, but for making others tangible in your sphere. Practice thus. Before locking eyes, respire. Let breath temper pulse. Sustain gaze warmly, 2 beats extended. No roam, no recoil, just abide. Notice the nuance. Their frame eases, voice softens, exchange authenticates. You've altered the arena via mere presence. Epictetus said, don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen. That serenity isn't verbal, it beams through eyes. With inner clarity, gaze mirrors your bastion. You bypass projecting poise, you incarnate it. View eyes as portals to tranquility. When turmoil, doubt, or pride fogs thought, it manifests. But observing over reacting, gaze truths, you're steadfast. Stoics shun supremacy, they pursue insight. And insight garners esteem. In every meet, labor, camaraderie, affection, hone this, gaze sans desire. Perceive sans verdict, survey sans tie, your serenity converses. For clear-sighted eyes don't pursue, they disclose. Essence echo. Eyes convey, I perceive, not, I pursue. Respect energy exchange. Every bond trades energy. Some uplift, others deplete, not from malice, but unchecked giving. Stoics knew dispersing focus on the unworthy erodes spirit quickest. Honoring your vitality instantly heightens allure. Why? Others detect when leaks cease. Epictetus penned, other people's views and troubles can be contagious. Don't sabotage yourself by unwittingly adopting negative attitudes. He urged mindful selection. Associates mold your internal climate. Encircling with disorder erodes harmony. Each reply, dispute, venue, its allocation. Query, yielding returns. Culture exalts accessibility, perpetually connected, responsive. But ceaseless availability isn't benevolence, it's capitulation. Building presence demands resisting others' din. Stoics grasp. Focus is capital, expend judiciously. Withdrawing from turmoil refines ties, not severs. Truth. Not all merit your serenity, ours, or rationale. Pleasing universally dilutes core, you echo moods overholding yours. But with energetic limits, transformation occurs. You draw harmony seekers, as harmony mirrors itself. For 7 days, track exchanges, which buoy, which burden. Observe sans critique, have drain exposure. Silence stagnant chats, perpetual gripers, opportunistic arrivals. Not harshness, lucidity. Each, no, to diversion affirms, yes, to fortitude. Seneca reminded, as is a tale, so is life, not how long it is, but how good it is. Thoughts shape via inputs, tunes, follows, ambiance. Safeguard as fiercely as confidences, they condition essence. Shield tranquility as hallowed. Entering spaces, your vibe mends or mars. Stoics reflect equilibrium over absorbing sentiments. They recognize empathy sans bounds betrays self. Authentic care begins in discernment, engaging or departing silently. Ceasing validation pursuit radiates esteem. Power's irony. Minimal need for approval heightens it. Assurance sans hubris, harmony sans defense, magnetizes. Souls don't esteem, it enchants. So value your vitality. Invest where it flourishes. Retract where it wanes. Guard serenity as precious tender. Essence echo. Esteem flows when validation chase ends. Slow movement, strong energy. Observe those who truly captivate, they don't hasten. Motions intentional, expression sparse, tempo leisurely. As if chronology yields to them. Not conceit, but expertise. In speed-obsessed times, deceleration empowers. Stoics intuited this pre-psychology. Motion unveils psyche. Frenetic form signals turbulent spirit. Still form elevates soul. Epictetus wrote, circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Picture infusing that serenity into stride, stance, aura, others detect pre-speech. Composure declares via subtle acts, pivots, seats, breaths. Deceleration isn't idleness, it's governance. Awareness is corporeal shape. Many navigate as if tardy for existence, fidgeting devices, restless limbs, hurried speech. Yet anchored souls emanate detectably. They bypass moment rush, embracing locale. That embrace beams subtle assurance. Stoics deem each action deliberate. Striding is contemplation, voicing is right, respiring is calm's assertion. Scrutinize your rhythm. How frequently accelerate to sync with another's fret, haste, performance. Each yields authority for a claim. Next tug, halt, inhale via souls, proceed fractionally slower, let action stream precisely, sans strain. Shift emerges, not solely internally, but externally. They echo your serenity over you theirs. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself." Gratitude links to serenity. Grateful, you ground in now over pursuit. Deceleration concerns presence, not velocity. Unhurried actions declare, "I'm selecting, not pursuing." That prompts inclination. Consider guides, guardians, mentors with this vibe. They advanced as if steered by unseen certainty. Quiet pulsed rhythm. Deeds bore weight, gaze held inescapably, for they proclaimed full presence. Stoics named this eudaimonia, internal accord from undistracted pathing. Adopt this right. Daily, traverse somewhere, vehicle, hearth, assembly, as if terrain divine. Respire evenly, sans device, sans rush. Merely advance, step aware. Body's stillness tutors mind. Soon, deceleration signatures you. Draw sans explanation, for motion's stillness rarity, not sluggish advance, purposeful. And purpose, unlike velocity, whispers eternally. Essence echo. Advance measured, voice measured, ponder profound. Emotional minimalism. Contemporary culture celebrates emotional overflow, endless shares, overt responses, bearing every sentiment as if equilibrium equals apathy. Yet Stoics discerned otherwise. Scarce broadcast amplifies hold. Emotional minimalism isn't detachment, it's selective energy. Art of profound feeling sans scatter. Epictetus penned, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." He mastered emotion sans denial, organizing it. Stoics channel feelings. Encounter ire sans embodiment, sorrow sans submersion. Emotions as intel, not fate. View emotional realm as sparse abode. Cluttered, grudges, envy, rumination, suffocates. Decluttered, vision clears. No need to echo every sensation, comprehend it. Query. This feeling mine, or imported from another's turmoil? Many permit moods puppeteered externally, insult, setback, rebuff, feed. Minor spark, serenity evaporates. Stoics foster stillness in gales, observing bliss and unease evenly. That's quiet assurance of non-escapist. They've mapped inner climate, evening right, concise reflections. What stirred today? Why profoundly? What self-truth unveiled? 7 Eves reveal motifs, control leaks, harmony drains. Introspection supplants impulse, triggers fade in impact. That's effective growth. Marcus Aurelius noted, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Effective courage isn't clamor, subtle moderation. Valor to sense sans spectacle. Refining emotional spectrum magnetizes, others sense non-overreaction safety. Maturity, constancy, vigor draw deeper than theatrics. Subtle allure in gentle grins over eruptions, I comprehend, over accusations, they lead sans volume. Why? Mastered the overlooked. Internal terrain. Hence Stoics seem enigmatic yet soothing. Serenity earned, not feigned. Purge emotional din. Ignore minor slights. Withhold broadcasts. Allow inner realm respiration. Sense profoundly. Reply leisurely. Recall. Serenity needs no proof, merely safeguard. Authentic assurance radiates governance sans display. Governance, stoically, equals liberty. Essence echo. Moderation isn't denial, it's reign. Purposeful solitude. Many dread isolation, mistaking solitude for isolation. They deem hush as deficit. Stoics viewed contrarily. Solitude isn't barren, it's expanse. Hallowed interval for mind-soul recalibration. In stimulation-craving times, screenless solo sitting wields uncommon might. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "People look for retreats for themselves, in the country, by the coast, or in the hills. There is nowhere that a person can find a more peaceful and trouble-free retreat than in his own mind." Not world flight, self-return. Stoics solo not from aversion, but to self-meet pre-others. Sans solitude, bonds turn reliance. Needing perpetual din for vitality severs self-pulse. Solitude unmasks noises veils, principles, apprehensions, authentic tone. In stillness, inner voice amplifies. Initially, unrest, tedium, remorse. Persist. Clarity ascends beneath chatter. You distinguish worldly demands from soul requisites. We claim busyness bars quiet, yet quiet compels confronting. Evaded facets. Discomfort stems from honesty, not void. That candor forges depth. Intentional alone time fortifies inner pull. Others detect non-seeking validation, internal plenitude. That completeness enthralls. Right. 15 daily minutes solo. Sans melody, device, browse. Merely respire, observe. Mind roams sans pursuit. Senses hone, form unwinds, awareness deepens. Self-company delights, dissolving loneliness, solitude to strength. Seneca urged, set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, is this the condition that I feared? Emperor amid din found inner realm. If he unearthed peace in imperial frenzy, weaken in hushed chambers. Solo capable souls magnetize, their vibe attracts sans chase. Enter spaces sans proof, self-endorsed in quiet. Solitude waits presence, not validation fueled, radiate wholeness. Don't stuff silences, bypass visibility haste, allow solitude sculpt, hone thoughts, temper limits. Self-enjoyment erases loss fear, you're inseparable from self. Essence echo. Solitude forges pull. Pull garners esteem, radiate gratitude in presence. Most captivating aren't admiration hunters, they subtly beam thankfulness. Gratitude is hushed assurance, vibe of wholeness, sans extraction from others. Stoics viewed gratitude as conscious state, disciplined minds outflow acknowledging abundance. Seneca wrote, we should give as we would receive, cheerfully, quickly, and without hesitation, for there is no grace in a benefit that sticks to the fingers. Not verse, endurance drill. He knew ephemerality, gratitude counters hubris and gloom. Grateful living shifts from demand to reception, altering vibe profoundly. Many don scanning gripes, commutes, climates, affairs, triumphs. Each gripe signals deficit, gratitude reframes, abundance, insecurity to serenity. Stoics honor adversity, this instructs. Gratitude transmutes barrier to bounds. Don right, free device, cite 3 gratitudes, 1 bond, 1 prospect, 1 trial. Yes, trial 2. Appreciate hardships tempering, obstacles honing. Trains perspective. Life aids, not assails. Outlook manifests, not verbally, but motionally. Others sense security, tranquility, vitality near appreciators. Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Gratitude tempers ego, feeds spirit. Reminds all, dawn, breath, retry, is loaned. Awareness lends presence subtle fervor. No haste, grasping moments worth. No jealousy, savoring owned. That detectable. Gratitude alters mood, and emanation. Visualize grateful entry. Serene eyes, balanced vibe, sans facade. Not impressing, connecting. Aura. Content yet receptive. True allures vibe, glows sans shout. Gratitude is mindfulness, presence its evidence. Living now, detailing, absorbing, respiring deeply, bestows rarest, focus. Surpassing aesthetics, riches, wit, draws. Dawn thankful, voice gently, advance deliberately. Spotlight functioning over absent, serenity turns charisma, thankfulness turns pull. Essence echo. Gratitude is visible hushed assurance. These Stoic practices aren't feigned tranquility or enigma play. They're forging unfeignable inner hush that precedes speech. Genuine allure springs not from din, spectacle, or wit, but harmony, moderation, intent. Mastering self ends pursuit, you draw naturally. Recall. Serene aura, tempered voice, effective control, intentional alone time, thankfulness. Not frailties, wisdom's tools. Culture may laud clamor, yet esteems hush eternally. Persist. Shield vitality, advance measuredly, voice intentionally, let serenity empower. Ultimately, paramount magnetism isn't appearance, rank, or phrases, its existence is state. Affirmation. My hush is my allure.